superhero movies. What else do they ever say? They're the hottest trend in modern cinema. They are everywhere. It's insanely impossible to escape them. And because of the sheer popularity and abundance of them, I've come up with a few reasons of why the superhero genre is destined to die and will die out in just a couple years. And I'm quite glad it will, because right now I'm extremely sick of seeing them all. But before we get into my main points, I just have to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy effect. And Marvel is extremely notorious for doing this effect. I'm basically going to show you a clip from Commando CT's video on the same subject as this, and he explains it perfectly.
The Guardians of the Galaxy effect, which means that since the first Guardians was such a big hit, they will take attributes of that film and apply them to their other future films.
By the way, the link to the video will be in the description below. Marvel has been doing this with all their current movies over and over and over and over and over again. It's just insane. And it feels like I'm watching the Guardians of the Galaxy all over again. Especially with Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, in my opinion, I just did not like that movie at all. I just didn't. It was just a massive disappointment. I just didn't like it. And Marvel, the reason why it worked in Guardians of the Galaxy was because it fit Star-Lord's character. His character is that he loves music. He literally brings headphones everywhere he goes. That's his character. He loves music. And that's why it was appropriate to put music in the film from like the 70s and 80s. And same thing with the second. But everywhere else, it doesn't. It just doesn't work. Just Marvel, it just doesn't work that way. Just because you had one movie that was extremely successful doesn't mean that you just have to just take elements from that movie and just copy and paste in all their movies. No. Just focus on making the movie good. Now onto my main reasons. One of my main reasons is the overabundance of superhero movies. And this goes for all of them, no matter what company. There are so many superhero movies coming out each year that it is just insane. And it's getting completely out of control. And since there's so many superhero movies coming out and you just gotta see them all, you get burnt out. I know I've gotten burnt out, some other people have gotten burnt out, and you will get burnt out too. Everybody gets burnt out on something eventually. Everybody does. And because there's so many coming out, it's just too much to handle. Less is more, everyone. Less is more. My second problem is that nowadays, most modern day superhero movies have the exact same plot. I could literally name off 10 superhero movies who have the same exact plot template. Oh, we gotta stop a blank from taking over the world or the galaxy, but then halfway through the movie we're gonna split up and because of our differences, and then at the end we're gonna come all together to stop blank from taking over the world or the galaxy for our global domination. It's just time to stop. They have just used that template over and over and over and over. It is so repetitive. I cannot stand it. Every once in a while, you'll get a film that doesn't use that plot template, and those are the films that are the best. How have they not noticed this? Stop using that template. It's just so repetitive, and it just makes your movies even worse. Also, there is another topic that kind of fits into this category, and this is the villain problem. The villains in superhero movies nowadays are so bad, it is absolutely pathetic. They are just terrible. Every once in a while you'll get some actually good villains, but they are scarce. Like, extremely scarce. It's just terrible. And I think I might have figured out why there aren't really any good villains anymore. It's because everybody is trying to release 50 movies at once, to the point where they just need a plain and simple villain that doesn't need any backstory whatsoever and can just be used as a plot device to move the story along. That's it. That is the only explanation, and it's very saddening because the villains that are actually good, they are seriously good. They are just straight up amazing. They're like one of my favorite villains in superhero movies, like, ever. But it's just, everybody just wants to release so many movies at once, it just makes the movie suffer, just on a quality level. Just everybody, just want all companies to remember this: quality over quantity, quality over quantity, everyone. And I'm looking at you, Marvel. And my third biggest problem with superhero movies is that everybody wants to be like Marvel. This is really a problem for DC, and DC is severely struggling with it by a lot. DC is just making this whole situation worse because they are painfully rushing out movies to compete with Marvel, which ends up making even worse films. Just stop it, DC. Stop it. Stop trying to compete with Marvel. If you stop trying to compete, then people might actually have respect for your movies. And just focus on making good movies. Stop trying to focus on being like Marvel. If you focus on making good movies, one day you will be at Marvel level. But it takes hard work. And don't rush the film, because that will just make the film 5 times worse. But in conclusion, from the overabundance of movies and why they all have the same plot, superhero movies, I'm predicting in about 10 years or so, don't be surprised that superhero movies will suddenly have a huge drop in quality, because it's destined to happen. It just always was. So yeah, those are my reasons for why the superhero genre will die out in the next couple of years. And it's honestly really sad because there are some genuine really good ones that I really enjoy, but it just was always meant to happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is kind of like a new series that I'm doing, since my videos that I posted on Friday, they didn't really do that well compared to my other videos. So if this does well, then I'll make this become a regular thing. So if you enjoyed the video, then why not press that like button, and if you want more, then subscribe and join Notification Squad. Stay updated on some awesome gaming content, commentaries, top lists, fan-made trailers, and much more. Bye! See you guys in the next video.